But if you don't care about people and if you don't care about employee experience, then no amount of research or data or presentations or anything that I show you is going to get you to change your mind. We need to put people in positions of power who genuinely care about this employee experience stuff. That is crucial. That should be a requirement for leaders. Now, the other thing I think leaders need to do a very good job of is coaching and mentoring their people. That's something else that we need to make sure that we build inside of our organizations. And we do have coaching and mentoring programs in some companies, but it doesn't work that well. Because what we start to see happen is that when a leader starts to coach somebody else, when the person that they're coaching becomes just as successful as the other person, then they get a little scared and nervous and frustrated, and the leader tries to keep them there, making sure that they don't become even more successful. And that's not the right way for us to think about coaching and mentoring.
Did you know that 96% of the people who watch videos on this channel are not subscribed? That's pretty crazy, right? Make sure that you hit subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get notified when more videos just like this one are released.
Now, if you have kids, you'll know that when your child does something that you couldn't do, you don't look at your child and get angry and say, "Oh, I couldn't do it. Why are you doing it better than me?" You don't do that. You look at your kids with a sense of pride and accomplishment and joy that you helped teach and raise and grow somebody who can do something better than you. And when we think about leadership, that is the same mentality that we need to have. We need to understand that it's good for us to help make other people more successful, even if they are more successful than us. Another thing that we can start doing is thinking about moments that matter inside of our organization. Now, a lot of companies, they have the employee life cycle. I'm sure all of you have the employee life cycle in your company. You know, it's this wonderful circle that we all use. Attract, hire, nurture, retain, blah, 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 blah. The problem with that is that's not how an employee thinks about their time with you. That's how HR thinks about the employee's time with you. If you were to go up to any one of your employees right now and say, "What stage are you in?" they're not going to know what you're talking about. Employees don't know what stage they're in. Only HR knows about this concept of stages. But if you go up to your employees and say, "Hey, how's it going?" how are they going to respond to you? They will respond to you in terms of moments. They'll respond to you and they'll say something like, "Oh, things are going well. We just bought our first house. I'm up for my first promotion. I have this really big project that I need to do. I'm a little bit nervous about it." So in other words, employees will respond to you in terms of moments that matter to them. That's how an employee thinks about their time with you. Not in terms of a life cycle, but in terms of moments. So I'm actually curious to hear from anybody who's bold enough to share with me, what is a moment that matters to you? Anybody want to shout one out? Inside of your company, what's a moment that matters to you? What was it? First day. That's a great one. Any others? What was that? I heard a couple. Shout them out louder so I can hear you. Last day? First day and last day, that's it? Those are the only moments that you care about? Promotion, yes. Any others? Payday, yes. All of these are moments that matter to you. And the reason why this is important is because these moments could be work-related or they could be not work-related. It could be when you have your first baby. It could be when you buy your first house. Promotion, payday, when you quit or if you get fired. All of these things are moments that matter. And the only way that you can figure out the moments that matter to your people is if you understand your people, not just as workers, but as human beings. The employee life cycle only looks at your people as workers. It's only about work. Attract, hire, nurture, retain. It's only about their work, the work side of their life. Moments that matter is not just about work. It's also about what happens in your life in general. Because we see this blurring of work and life. So it's not just about the stuff that happens inside the company that matters. It's also the stuff that happens in your life that matters. And as a leader, this means that you need to understand your employees as well.